The reason we are here, the reason why people elect us to the offices that we serve in right now across this country is that they believe that we're going to do it differently.
I know the sacrifice that each and every one of you makes, and I thank you on behalf of a grateful nation for that sacrifice.
The spirit of the YEO Network is more connected to a generation than an age, and that is that spirit of service, that spirit of impatience.
How do we do it for our community? How do we do it for immigration reform, for women's rights, and for the environment?
Our job here in the YEO Network is to make you as prepared as possible to go back and deliver on the expectations that people have for us to make this country, to make our communities a better and a more prosperous place. We stand on shoulders of people who made remarkable movement changes in this country.
I am here to be better.
I'm here to make collective change.
To be invigorated.
To learn from and build the progressive movement.
I'm here to help people live good lives.
To be the most effective leader I can be.
I refuse to be patient.
I am here for the people.
The mission of the Young Elected Officials Network is to identify young, progressive, talented elected officials all across this country. Their mayors, city council members, state legislators, and even 6 members of the United States Congress. We try to make sure they have access to the tools necessary to be some of the most wildly successful policymakers, creating change in the communities where they serve. When you put people of common vision and of common mind, of common philosophy into the same place, really powerful things can happen.
I ran for office to do something, not just to be someone.
Knowing that I'm providing a different perspective that others might not have is what drives me. Knowing that I'm representing a group that doesn't always have a voice in the decision-making process.
My mother is a public school educator.
I started out as a community organizer.
I'm a former teacher. I was a food share recipient. I still keep my Quest card on my bathroom sink when I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, I still see that card every day.
Battling cancer and fighting with insurance, I know firsthand what my constituents are facing.
I'm from Southern California. I grew up gangbanging. I had an opportunity through education to change my life.
My family has been in construction all of my life. Making sure that as progressives we focus on the importance of business, the importance of the economy, and how that connects to some of the other core issues that we value so much.
Land use and development.
Access to affordable health care.
Achievement gap.
Immigration.
Public ownership of our water.
Renewable energy.
Gun violence prevention.
Without public transportation, without public education, without these government services, I really believe that there would be a whole section of society that would be left behind.
And so bringing the voices and concerns of the communities where I've worked is the central point of what I do.
I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know how to be anything else than a public servant.
We are not alone in the challenges that we face, whether it be in Congress or the state legislature or the city council.
Well, YEO is more than just a breath of fresh air. It's kind of like a shot of adrenaline. When you come here and you see that there are people of like mind, of like perspective, it's really invigorating.
One of the affirming foundations of a good democracy is the experimentation with new ideas as we make that scientific quest for doing public policy well.
YEO is a place where I've met some of the most exceptional people that I know.
Everyone has a different path, and to see what so many people have accomplished at such a young age is very inspiring.
It gives you the opportunity to refresh and to recharge and to go back to your communities with more knowledge and more passion. That's what this network gives me.
As long as you're working toward making things better, there's space for you here.
Coming to convening for the first time was absolutely a great experience because unlike a lot of other conferences that I've attended, a lot of the issue sessions and a lot of the workshops were actually relevant to the work that I'm doing back home.
You have access to resources not just in policy development that you can take back to your local community, your state house or senate, such as work in expanding voter rights or access to education, healthcare, or environmental issues. You're going to dig in really deep into those issues, but you're also going to get training on how to connect with your constituents, how to run for election and re-election, how to move up to different levels of government.
Contact with people who have got a tremendous amount of expertise in issue areas.
I've taken workshops on public education and even jobs and economies, and they've really given me some concrete tools on what I can do at home.
Negotiation skills, how to talk to the movable middle about the change that you'd like to create.
Anything from learning how to be on camera to running a campaign.
So you get a really amazing synergy happening between elected officials, community practitioners, and community-based organizers, as well as our think tanks and policy creators, all reckoning and wrestling together to really produce a solid outcome. YEOs can emerge with a plan, go back to their communities, and execute.
We've developed policy councils which meet throughout the year, really digging deep into policy issues and trying to bring that expertise and information back into the convening.
What we do at the Young Elected Officials Network is not just one event. The network is going to be there for them 365 days a year, whenever they need it.
When people say to you, "You're a nice young kid, your day will come," the answer is, my day has come.
A lot of us didn't get mentorship when we came into elected office.
When I was elected to the city council, I was 30.
I was the only woman and 20 years younger than anyone else on our town council or our county commission.
I really didn't know where I fit in, mostly because I served with people who are significantly older than me.
Sometimes being young and having all of this energy is not a popular thing.
To be in a space with so many other amazing people and then be able to reach back to them.
I know that if I'm having an issue, there's going to be someone in the network who is having a similar issue or has dealt with something like this in the past.
Coming here allows us to share stories, share experiences, commiserate, realize where we have common challenges, but also be able to share solutions.
I think that's the biggest part. There's such a willingness to help each other.
I may not have the experience or the years or the history, but I have the passion and I have the innovation.
There is energy amongst each and every one of us. And it is for us to push that energy forward on new levels and to tap into sides of yourself that you have never seen before.
YEO is a movement.
A place to be inspired.
An incredible resource.
I know that the future is bright. I know that the individuals in this room and many of our friends and colleagues around this country are ready to challenge that status quo.
My work is about helping people.
Ensuring that future generations have the same fantastic opportunities that I've been afforded.
My work is challenging.
My work is necessary.
Our work is revolutionary.